Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel today. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Today is a slightly new video. Today I'm going to be doing a video of a quick DIY of how to change your oil on a BMW 335. And it really isn't that hard. It's practically the same. It's practically the same like changing oil in any other car. Except for this is a BMW. It's a little bit different, like the design on the engine from the bottom. And then also I'll be showing you how to reset the oil engine light on the car, because I know a lot of people, they change their oil by themselves and they're like, so what do I do next? How do I reset that negative 1,000 miles oil light or negative 400 miles, however many miles you have? So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right into it, because I don't have much daylight. As you can tell, it's probably like an hour of daylight left outside. The sun's almost down. So I want to get the car in, get it done really quick, and get going. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So I got the car in the shop really quick, and I know most of you are watching. You're like, "What the heck are you doing? We don't have a lift." And I understand. I apologize. For me, this is the quickest way to do it. But for you, if you are gonna lift it by yourself at home, preferably use a jack, and preferably use not one of those cheap jacks, but at least get one of these. And this is a aluminum jack I bought off Amazon. I paid like 200 bucks for it, and it's extremely light and it's low profile. So practically what it means is it's good for low cars, and it's perfect, and it's very light, easily you can carry it around. But if you are gonna lift these Beamers, if you look underneath here, if you look right here, they have these little spots where you put the jack. I'd suggest you to put it here. Don't put it anywhere else, because usually this is the strongest spot and it's made for lifting. But you're gonna wanna go underneath here, and this is the hole where you take out the oil. So it's gonna come out of right over here. And as you can tell, my car, I mean, it's only 45,000 miles. So everything's like brand new underneath, no leaks, no issues. So let's get right to it. So first things first, I'd suggest you all to grab a pair of gloves, because you might get dirty. I'm not changing because I have a lift and I have all the essentials to not get dirty. Usually I don't get dirty, but grab a pair of gloves, and I'm gonna go grab some tools, and I'll be right back. So what you wanna do is go ahead and grab your tools. It's gonna be a size 17 bolt, a 17 millimeter. I usually use a socket right here. And first what I do is I break it loose before. Break the bolt loose here, and then I take it off with my fingers. And then what you want to do is, it's probably gonna be really hot, so what I do is I hold the bolt up, I pressure it up while I unscrew it, so practically like this. And then once you feel that it's all the way loose, you're gonna go ahead and drop right here. It's all the way loose. Actually, it isn't. So give it a few minutes, give it around like 5 minutes to drain all the oil out of the engine. My car is currently really hot. I've been driving it all day. I went to BMW just now, and I picked up an original BMW oil filter. I don't remember how much the oil filter cost me itself. I can double check. Oil filter was $8. And the oil, I believe I paid $7 a quart. So altogether, I bought 7 quarts of oil. This car takes 6.5 quarts, but I bought 7 quarts of oil, which cost me $77 with the filter after taxes, and I have Missouri taxes, and which I think it's a better deal than going to O'Reilly's and paying same price for different oil. This is original, plus it's full synthetic. And if you are looking to buy oil, get the 5W30. That's what your car will need if you have a BMW. Almost every BMW I've ever owned had 5W30, and I put full synthetic all the time. But let's get right back to it, see how the oil's almost done. Give it around a couple more minutes. It is 7 quarts, so it might take a good 10 minutes, good 5 to 10 minutes to pour all that oil out of the engine. So this is how a BMW original oil filter will look like. Make sure you get the right one, because sometimes they will mess up, especially if you buy from O'Reilly's. Also, I do suggest you, let me put this down. I do suggest you, when you're changing oil, on this little bolt comes another seal. If you can see it right here. It's a metal seal. It looks like a coin, kinda, copper. And then the oil filters, when you buy a brand new one, they give you a brand new seal. I suggest you replace the seal as well. Not that your oil is gonna start leaking or something. Usually every time you change your oil, I put on a brand new one. They give you a brand new one. So I would suggest you to change this as well, just so you have no issues. Also, don't forget to put this on. If you forget to put this on, most likely your bolt will come loose, or your oil is gonna start leaking, and that's not good, because if you seize your engine, that's a lot of money right there. So once your car is completely empty and the oil all drained out, what I would suggest to do is grab a towel, napkin, whatever you want to do, and clean it up over here. Also, don't forget to put this metal gasket seal, whatever you want to call it, make sure to put it on. I put my new one on, and I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt back in. There you go. We are done with this part. Don't want to tighten it way too hard, not to twist it through, but just good enough to so it stays on. Put some pressure. Don't make it too tight though. So once you have your bolt on and it's all cleaned up over here, clean it up, make sure, because then it's gonna stink like oil. Once it's all good to go, remove everything underneath the car, make sure it's safe, and go ahead and lower your car. I know you're gonna have a jack or whatever you're using. Lower your car, and let's get up there. So once your car is all lowered and you're underneath the engine, you remove this cover. I mean, you don't have to remove it. I did, not to get it dirty. You're gonna have to, you can buy the tool that goes on here. It's like a big, whatever you want to call it, and you unscrew it. Or if you have these universal pliers to remove oil filters, that's what I'm gonna use. It does damage this lid though, so I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it and remove it. Is I grab a napkin, I put it right here, just because it usually will start leaking out a little bit of oil from the sides, because it does have oil left inside. So you just want to raise it up, let it leak out, flip it around, wipe it so it doesn't go anywhere. Make sure it's all cleaned up over here. There you go, that's how you remove it. So once you have this filter removed, go ahead and pull it off. It's gonna feel like it's tight on there, but it's not. You can go ahead and just give it some pressure and it should come right off. Right here, I just don't want it to spill oil on the ground. Go ahead and toss it in the trash, and this is really filthy dirty. Also, I'm gonna spill the oil out. Also, what I do suggest is clean this up right here. What you're gonna do is see this seal right here. You're gonna remove this one right here, and you're gonna replace it. Also, this seal right here dries out, and sometimes people have oil leaks and they don't know why. This little seal will cause it as well. May not be exactly true, but it happens, very rare. They give you a brand new seal with the oil filter box, so go ahead and replace that as well while you're changing the oil. A lot of times these seals right here, this one and this one, will be really hard to take off. So what I do is I grab a blade and I cut it, just because with a blade, most likely you're not gonna cut your fingers trying to remove it, but make sure you get the whole seal without damaging the plastic. Got that right here, and it comes right off. And then I do the same thing to the bottom one. Trust me, this is probably like the easiest way I found to do it. because usually I would use a needle and try to remove it, but it starts bending and it's really hard to get it off. There you go. That took like 5 seconds. And then take that little seal I was talking about. You're gonna get a brand new one and go ahead and just push it on right here. You're gonna have to put some force on this one. The new one's on. And then also the bag that you're gonna get it with is gonna have a brand new seal right here. You're gonna want to toss this in the garbage. Put the new seal on, pretty simple. Just get it on. Make sure your seal is not on, make sure your seal is on right. So once you're done replacing the seals, go ahead and grab the filter, push it back in. It might be a little hard. There you go. Make sure it's in perfectly. And then go ahead and screw this back in. So once you're finished up changing the seals and the filter, go ahead and open this lid and go ahead and start pouring in 6.5, it's like 6.7 or something, but pour in 6.5 quarts of oil into here. Not spill it anywhere. So I went ahead and I put in 6 quarts of oil, and this is the 7th one. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just half of this one, I'm gonna put 6.5 quarts of oil, or actually 6.5 liters. I've been saying quarts the whole time. I put more than I should have, but it's a BMW engine. It's fine. These engines are pretty massive, and once the oil goes everywhere, it should be good. Hit that funnel so it doesn't drip anywhere. Go ahead and close the lid down. Once you're all done filling up the oil, I put 6.8 quarts, maybe a little more, inside the engine. Go ahead and hop in the car and start it up, and let's check the oil to make sure that we're good and safe to drive. Don't forget anything under the engine, not too good. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Oh, negative 1,700. Don't rev it or anything, let it just run for a second. And then you're gonna wanna go right here. Let me go ahead and focus it. Go down into vehicle info. And then go to vehicle status. Go to oil, check oil level, start measurement. Click on this. It's gonna say do not. Okay, so the car will have to warm up. Give it a few minutes to warm up and then check it. So we're gonna be back in a few seconds. So we're back in the car. It took around like 10 seconds to warm up. I would say like 30-40 seconds since I turned off the camera, and it says start measurement. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and tap down to start measurements, and the car will start measuring. So there you go, the oil measurement just finished, and it says max engine is perfect. It's green, meaning it's all good and everything looks perfect. You can press here as well, and it's gonna show your oil level. So now since we measured the oil and the oil is all good, your light is still on to service the vehicle. What you're gonna wanna do is completely shut off the car, and then I know when you close and open the door, all the lights on the dash, they completely turn off. And what you're gonna wanna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it this way. Press the power button. I'm gonna press the start button. And just wait, give it a second until all the lights go away on the car. So, there you go. I'm just gonna press. And then right over here, there's a button in the corner. You can't see it right now, but you click on it and you hold down. So this is what happens if this light is in the way. It's gonna keep messing you up. Just click it one more time. And then it says reset possible. What we're gonna do is hold it down one more time, and it should reset. It says question mark. You're gonna click on it. We'll just hold it down and then it's gonna say reset. And then hold it down one more time. Reset in progress. And there you go, the car is resetting. It says reset was successful and 9,000 more miles you can drive, and it's telling you when to do everything. And there you go, that's how you do a reset. And you can just double check everything that's on your car. Reset possible, everything. Everything looks good on mine. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. No more engine oil light, and everything is good, ready to go. There you go. Thank you guys again so much for watching the video. I hope you guys did like it. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos with different other cars and BMWs. You know, I'm a channel of rebuilding cars, and I'm gonna do more. I'm actually looking for my next project car, and I believe I found it. It's playing this Friday, and this Friday we might have a video of a new project car. We might not. I'll explain all the small details later on in the next video. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this video. I'll see you guys next time.